Well, good morning again and welcome everybody. You know, we were going to do this outside and then because of the wind and whatever, and we thought we'd move it inside. I'm so grateful that we've moved this today inside this office. Kumushalani, thank you so much. That's so beautiful. You know, I spend my days in here and some of my colleagues and sometimes nights as well, but this place is very special. I have the privilege, as I said to you when I first met you, of serving as mayor, but we never take that for granted. So let me just give you a little perspective on our relationship with Bloomberg because it's something I'm extraordinarily proud of. In our very first year, 4 years ago, we applied to become part of the Bloomberg Harvard City Leadership Initiative, which was a very competitive process, but we saw it as if it were to happen, as an incredible learning opportunity for all of us, and especially for me, to be very honest with you, as a rookie mayor, first time in elected office, and we got accepted. And so I found myself as part of a consortium of mayors, 40, 23 from the United States, and the rest were from 11 countries on 4 continents. It was really a global experience and a tremendous learning experience. And so in that regard, you know, we met in New York for a week, and it wasn't just me, and I was able to afford this to my senior guys, Mike Formby, Managing Director, his Deputy Managing Director, Christian Jerem, and Andy Kawano, Budget and Fiscal Services. But for all of us, just a great learning experience and alignment, and then we then proceeded to go well over a year of Zoom calls, and so we went on and led by the Harvard faculty and actually faculty from Johns Hopkins and other expert people. It was just, could not be any richer for me, again, to understand, especially going through COVID at the time, from, again, a global and a national perspective, and then having the benefit of faculty and medical teams from Harvard and Johns Hopkins. It was really a blessing for us. So that was a little bit more than a year's program, but what happened as a result of that, we got to stay affiliated with Bloomberg. And Mike Bloomberg has been extraordinarily generous in his investments of mayors and cities. And so part of that on a going forward basis were a couple of opportunities. One was this opportunity to apply for this grant that was really, quite honestly, very supportive of what we wanted to do in promoting culture and the arts, and wanted to make that part of our administration as we were sorting through where our priorities would be. Every great city has a really fundamental respect and hopefully appreciation and celebration of its culture and arts. We wanted to actually try to take that to a different level, knowing full well how culturally rich we are here, and all that's been talked about, and I see Noelani Schilling in the room somewhere about regenerative tourism and the stories that we tell here and whatever. So this just seemed to be something that, if that were to happen, would be great, and lo and behold, it did happen. And we're a recipient of it, and we're very, very proud of that. And you're going to hear some great stories today, but I'm going to kick it off with bringing up Stephanie Dockery, who's been a godsend for us, who actually leads the Public Art Challenge. With this comes no small responsibility. It's challenging for us. There's been a lot of planning that's gone on the past year. I think you're going to hear from Cory today as well, and some of the things we've already got done. But this is right there, what we want to do for our local residents, because, you know, there's a lot of stories that people just don't know, but certainly for the people who come to visit here, we want them to experience just how much we have to offer. And so Wahi Pana, this concept of telling stories, and what you're going to hear today, we're really excited about. So without any further ado, I want to bring up Stephanie Dockery from Bloomberg, came all the way from New York, and she's got some colleagues here from London that I just met as well. Come on, Steph.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. Aloha. That was really wonderful, and we are such fans of you, Mayor Blangiardi, and the city, and this incredible team. So thank you so much for welcoming me in this very extraordinary way. It's such a pleasure to be with you. We're so thrilled to support the city of Honolulu and the launch of Wahi Pana Storied Places. As Mayor Blangiardi said, I'm Stephanie Dockery, and I lead the Bloomberg Philanthropies Public Art Challenge, which is a nationwide program that supports cities developing temporary public art, really addressing significant civic issues. And we're thrilled that Honolulu is one of our 8 winning cities. So on behalf of Bloomberg Philanthropies, our founder, Mike Bloomberg, our CEO, Patty Harris, congratulations to you all. We launched the Public Art Challenge in 2014, and since then, we've supported 17 cities. So you're among a really rare small group that has been really enhancing and increasing the vibrancy of cities through public art projects that are temporary in nature. They've been developing partnerships, strengthening local economies, showing the vibrancy of cities, and centering communities. We work to really showcase the potential of artists to act as civic leaders and to encourage dialogue around pressing problems. And in the Public Art Challenge, cities are partnering with mayors and artists and nonprofits to address civic issues such as uplifting Indigenous stories and public health, food equity, food insecurity, gun violence. And our past projects have been shown to increase civic pride, attracted over 18 million views, built new partnerships, and catalyzed $100 million in economic benefit across cities. So we're so thrilled, again, to work with you, Mayor Blangiardi. Thank you. We thank you for your vision and your partnership, and the amazing Office of Cultural Affairs team, our wonderful partners at Apuni Space, the Department of Parks and Recreation, Office of Economic Revitalization, Oahu Visitors Bureau, the Bishop Museum, Pohoni Society, Hawaii Contemporary, and all of the city and all of the amazing partners, and of course, all of the artists who will bring this project to life. Congratulations. We're looking forward to how you will infuse our public spaces with creativity and storytelling. The installations that all of the artists will create will really illuminate even more so this beautiful island and tell the story of unknown and suppressed Indigenous stories, expressing the beautiful Native heritage and ancestral knowledge of Hawaii. So this project is for Honolulu, this project is for Hawaii. We cannot wait to see what you develop. Together, as Wahi Pana will engage residents and tourists alike, as the mayor said, developing new types of monuments and memorials to tell the stories and the history of the island, the people who originated it through the transformative power of public art. Thank you all, and congratulations.
Aloha mai kākou. My name is Kaʻili Trask O'Connell, and I'm the Executive Director of MOCA. As the project lead for Wahi Pana, it is my honor to share more about this 3-year huaka'i, or journey. The Wahi Pana project includes art installations that activate sites across Oahu by connecting them to stories rooted in Native Hawaiian history. Launching in 2025, this project brings together Native Hawaiian and Hawaii-based artists to collaborate with storytellers and community members to create 11 multimedia installations around the island, debuting in February, May, and September. The art will be expressed through various forms of creative storytelling, including sculpture, video, photography, poetry, painting, and mele. By deepening historical and cultural awareness with residents and visitors, the initiative encourages more meaningful engagement with Hawaii's ʻāina and its people. Today, we're excited to officially announce the 11 selected sites and the 12 talented local artists who will breathe life into the stories of these places. In Phase 1, beginning in February 2025, we will have our initial round. First, artist Cory, Kamehanaokalā, Holt, Taum, will create vinyl bus wraps for selected city buses that will depict Hi'iaka's journey through the Wahi Pana of Hawaii. Second, artist Carl F.K. Pau will create tiled murals at Fort Street Mall that transform ʻōlelo Hawaii into a visual language. In conjunction, artist Imai Kalani Kalahele will share poetry as an ode to Fort Street. Third is by the late renowned sculptor Rocky Ka'iuli o Kahihikolo Ehu Jensen. It features the revitalization of a monument of 5 ku images, currently standing at Fort Tarusi, and they were installed in 1999. Fourth, author Brandy Nalani McDougall will create poetry as it relates to the presence and perception of le'ahi, or diamond head, through visual and literary forms. In Phase 2, beginning May 2025, we'll unveil our second round. The 5th installation will be by artist Koloi Ke'au Anthony at Kapi'olani Park. 6th, we will see installation by artist collective Kekahiwahi at Honoma Bay. And 7th, photography by Ulani Davis at Coco Crater Botanical Gardens. Lastly, in Phase 3, beginning September 2025, we will unveil our final round. The 8th installation will be a collaboration by artists Meliana Aluli-Meyer and Solomon Enos at Kahe Point Beach Park. The 9th will feature sculptor Kaʻili Chan at Ho'omaluhia Botanical Garden. The 10th will feature artist Amber Khan at Haleiwa Beach Park. And finally, the 11th art piece will be a second installation by Carl F.K. Pao at the Chinatown Gateway Plaza. As Stephanie mentioned earlier, in addition to our partnership with Bloomberg, partnership would not be, Wahi Pana would not be possible without our community partners. So we are so very grateful to all of them. Beyond the initial 2025 installations, in years 2026 through 28, we'll host a series of educational opportunities, workshops, and online resources to extend and deepen the community's understanding of each of these storied places. At this time, it's my honor to introduce one of our talented artists, Cory Holt, Taum, who's been involved in multiple facets of this initiative. In addition to being a featured artist, Cory designed our project's logo and has been a constant voice in the community through his work in public art and cultural preservation. He was the recipient of a Joan Mitchell Fellowship in 2020 and brings a unique perspective to Wahi Pana. Please welcome Cory, who graciously flew here from his home on Molokaʻi to be with us here today.
Aloha mai kākou. My name is Cory Kamehanaokalā Holt Taum, and I'm honored to be one of the artists alongside many of my teachers who are on this list as a part of this Wahi Pana project. This project is a chance for us as artists to connect with our communities and to bring the spirit of each Wahi Pana, each storied place to life. Wahi Pana gives us a platform not only to create new work, but also to tell stories about public places that often go unseen. This project is about sharing knowledge and creating spaces for both our local people, our Kamehanaokalā, as well as our visitors to deepen our historical and cultural awareness of different places on Oahu. I'm especially honored to create this Wahi Pana logo and also design the bus wraps. This design was inspired by the moʻolelo of Hi'iaka, one of our Akua Wahine, or one of our Hawaiian goddesses, whose story, is rich with the poetry of our kupuna, and tells there's themes of care and respect and resilience that can all apply to us today. You can read more in depth about the inspiration behind this logo here on the display, and there's also going to be a QR code that's going to lead you to the Wahi Pana website. So the bus wraps created for selected buses are going to be revealed in January, and are going to tell this story of Hi'iaka's journey across Oahu. So I'm very excited to see this project grow, and I'm honored to be a part of it with you all. Mahalo.
What I love about what we're doing here, from the standpoint of the technique, if you will, and storytelling, is that we're going to take incredible past and bring it into the future. And so, since Cory talked about the QR code, I used to be in the media business, and this came around 2007, and we really got going with it in 2009. But this became the triumph of personal media over mass media. And we know, and you can see it, and all of you probably here all have one of these. And so using these QR codes is a really great way. And I think our first major endeavor with this was in Waikiki with Kapaimahu, and the impact that it had, and we've already seen. And so it's impossible to have a docent at all these locations and whatever, but we know it's just going to be a very enriching experience. So I love the fact we're able to embrace new technology while we try to tell the stories of our past and blend all of that together. I think it's going to be highly impactful, and it also will share a lot of consistency as well. So we're really excited about this. So I'm here to answer any questions anybody has. Don't make them too long, because I only have 2 years left in my mind here. God, that was like, well, it was like, okay. No, but anybody on anything, and Stephanie, and please feel free, or Kaʻili, or anybody, anything that we can answer. It's just a proud moment for us. I'm going to say it again. Over the course of even the next 4 years, and you heard Kaʻili say it's a 3-year program, but we have a lot of other things going on right now in support of this program in general, to lift a greater awareness in support of culture and the arts, and the incredible number of artists we have in almost every format you could think of. So all the way through. We are so rich that way, and we want to shout that. We want to celebrate that. We want to showcase that. Okay, and I can promise you, we're going to deliver on that as well. Kahu.
Mr. Mayor, I'm a part of the Office of Hawaiian Affairs.
Yes.
I am so proud to know that our not sure if you've already said this and I missed it, but it would be wonderful that at each place at which you've designated, there not only be one type of art displayed, but the mele of those areas come back to life. And as I used to say born and raised, but I'm not born in the hospital like everyone else, but born and raised in Waianae, I'd love to see you reach into Waianae too, because we have beautiful stories there also. But I want to congratulate the city and County of Honolulu and you, Mr. Mayor, and your family here on giving voice to our Wahi.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Is there anything you want to add to that? No, I didn't say that, but I'm glad you did, okay? Because that's part of the challenge, and I think we're going to do that.
Yes, thank you so much. The mele is a very important part of the Wahi Pana, so we will be producing mele overlays for each of the locations, just so it'll be an entire experience, and there'll be different levels of participation. And we have someone from our commission, Paige Okamura, who will be helping us in guiding that mele and making sure that everything we have there is appropriate. Thank you.
And if I could just add to that, this is the beginning for us as far as a platform, and this is a catalyst, if you will, for doing this. But what we're laying out there and doing is, it really is into the future, you know? And so much of the work we do now in this office goes even beyond my next term, you know? And that's one of the exciting things I get to deal with each and every day, is we deal with the future and things that we're setting up. So this is going to be hopefully a very solid foundation. Hopefully the people from Bloomberg are going to be very, very proud, Stephanie, of the work we do here, and so will our residents, but we want to build on that. So we're using this as a catalyst. So I think we'll be well into Waianae in good time, and I know that Kaʻili cited the places that were selected, but this is the beginning of a whole way of telling stories here in the as we reach the midpoint, 2025. Actually, it's the 6th year of the 3rd decade of the 21st century, to talk about our past, our incredibly rich past, and celebrate it and tell those stories we need to do.